What's the haps, guys? Ganny here.
Hey, how's it going? Um,
Woody over there. and
yeah,
we are the Justice Junkies. We didn't really do an intro last video, so we're going to try to figure that out as we go. But yeah,
yeah.
we just got done watching episode 5 of My Adventures with Superman. Let me pull up the title. I'm so well prepared, you guys. I swear. Yeah, episode 5. Will believe a man can lie? Um, so just first things first. I really like this episode. Woody, what did you think?
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty solid episode as well. There's a lot of cool stuff about it, like kind of developed Lois and Clark's relationship some more, and there's some cool fight scenes too. So I thought it was a good episode. I think it
Yeah,
actually might be my favorite so far. I know there's only like 5 episodes out, but I thought it was good.
yeah. No, I really liked it. I really like how they're fleshing out kind of Clark and Lois's relationship. I think the only thing I really don't like about this episode is the whole like used and tired tropes of like, oh, you didn't tell me. Like, why
Oh,
didn't you tell me
fair
from the
point.
get
Yeah.
go you were Superman? Or it's like, dude, like, come on, like, any real person with real brain cells is gonna go like, okay, like, obviously he's protecting his identity. Obviously, there's like reasons why he couldn't say who he was. He probably didn't even know himself for a while. So like, just keep it, you know. But other than that, the
Fair point.
trio
Yeah.
breaking up, I'm absolutely heartbroken. I want to see them reunite. I don't like Steve getting his grubby little mitts on our boy
Trying to
Jimmy.
trying to influence Jimmy. Yeah, I really felt for Jimmy in this one. They definitely like make you feel for him.
Yeah,
Um,
which yeah, like I actually completely understand like what he's going through. I've been through that myself too. When you're in a trio and two of the people start dating, you're gonna be third wheel, and you're not gonna be invited out nearly as much, and it just doesn't work as like
yeah,
a
definitely
continuing thing. So
definitely
yeah.
very relatable. Yeah,
Mhm.
but
Yep.
they're setting up a lot of good stuff. For next
Oh yeah.
week we have the abduction of Jimmy at the end of the episode.
Yeah, with the either Gorilla Grodd or Ultra Humanite, or maybe even Sasquatch if we're gonna even go there. You know.
Hell yeah, true. Yeah, they also set up a future conflict with what we think is Lois Lane's dad, General Lane. That was pretty interesting part of the episode too.
Yeah, no, I really
And
like that.
then
I like General Lane. I like I why did he call Amanda Waller Mandy? I'll
oh
never
yeah,
know.
that
That
was
gave me
pretty funny. Yeah.
that gave me like a truck. I was like, whoa, you don't call
Yeah,
her Mandy.
I don't think I've ever heard her referred to as Mandy in any like DC outlet like I've read or watched. I've never heard her referred to as that. But yeah, that was interesting. I think
Yeah,
it might be just trying to show that they've like known each other for a long time and they have a close relationship or something.
yeah,
That's kind of what I got from that.
yeah. No, I'm definitely getting more into. I want to know what happened, like what happened the day Clark first came to Earth. I want to know what happened with all these aliens. I want to know what Zero Day is. We are going to have a couple episodes later in the season called Zero Day, so it's probably going to be like another one of these events. So I want to know like the severity of it and like what that was like. Um, excuse me, I was burping. And let's just get it right out of the way. I feel like it's criminal we haven't even talked about this yet. Excuse me. The Deathstroke costume is sick. Like I'm not
Yes.
even
Yes, very big plus in this episode.
I am not even gonna front. I didn't like it at first when I saw it in the title sequence, but then I'm starting to it's starting to really grow on me. I really kind of like the centralized design of it. It could use some more orange, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, no, I kind of do agree with that too. I feel like it's one thing seeing a picture of it too, and then but seeing it in a fight scene, and like and like on the other hand, because like I thought it was like he just looks. You know what? You know what else too? They had a lot of great shots like of him just like in the mist, with his like glowing red eyes and the two swords, like stuck out. Like that was
Yeah,
really cool.
I
Like
I,
I thought that was awesome.
I like how the I like how it's like Kryptonian tech in his armor. I'm just gonna assume it's Kryptonian tech
I feel like
because
it has to be, yeah.
yeah, I think even Amanda Waller said at one point it's repurposed or something like that. Like she said something along the lines, but I like how that's what kind of like Agent Wilson, or like I think that's what he's going by right now. Agent Wilson, he's not even going by Deathstroke yet, but
Yeah, I
he's
think that's what they called him, man.
yeah, but he's like already Black Ops. He can fight without the gear as demonstrated in episode 2. So with him in episode like 5, kind of showing what he's capable of when he has access to that technology. He has the Saiyan scouters. It helps him like identify
Yeah, kind of.
people in the field.
That was definitely their way of making him kind of like on par with Superman. I feel like his speed, they made it like a point to like show how fast he was now with that tech. Like when he was
Yeah.
abducting people earlier in the episode. So I think like because normally I don't think Deathstroke would even be close to like a match for Superman because he's normally like in Batman comics and stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think that was just a way to kind of level the playing field a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm just like yeah, I remember you having like a criticism of that like early on where you're like, well, this isn't really a Superman villain. He might play more of a logistical kind of role, but you already have General Lane and Amanda Waller in the background. So then it's like, oh shit, you know what I mean? It's like, what's he gonna do against Superman? But it's obvious that like with his Kryptonian weapons, he's able to hurt him with his swords. He put his swords
Yeah, he
together. He has like a gun blade. Like that shit was sick.
Yeah, that was awesome. He was kind of going like blow for blow with Superman too. Like I don't know if Superman was like fully powered up. There were two big robots too fighting him too, but like he was definitely holding his own. Like he got punched and he like got up right away. He was about to shoot the like laser sword beam at him or something. And then Lane and Waller kind of called him off, but
Yeah,
like it demonstrated that he was able to fight him. Like and not like being a completely one-sided fight.
yeah. No, and like I kind of like how in this show Superman, I don't want to say nerfed, but he's definitely at like the power level as he was when they first made cartoons about him, where robots could beat him up.
It does, yeah. It does feel like he's a little bit weaker than in other iterations of
Yeah,
him, but I don't know if that's just because like this could get resolved later. We're still only on episode 5 of season 1, so it might be
yeah,
like a thing where like they're trying to say he's still learning to use his powers or like harness his powers in a way, that like I don't know where they're gonna go with it, but it does feel like he's a little bit weaker in
yeah.
this one.
Which is fine because like I think a more mature Superman, he'd be able to just like do everything easy. But with him kind of just becoming Superman, he's getting his powers and he's like just
Yeah.
kind of getting there. I think it's good to have him being able to not know his limits and getting the crap kicked out of him. And when Lois asked, "Are you even fireproof?" and he kind of had to think about it for a second.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it could build up to that point where he's
yeah,
more mature. I think it will, honestly,
on
like where
screen,
he'll
has
be
he
more
been
mature.
shot at with a gun yet?
I think so. I think in well, oh, actually, with a regular gun, no, I don't think
Yeah,
so.
like
Because
does
he
he
went
even
up
know
against
if
like
he's yeah
Yeah, no, he went up against Parasite. Live Wire was electricity, and then the heat wave in this episode was fire. So I don't think he's been shot with like an actual gun yet.
yeah
Could totally be wrong and forgetting, but I don't believe off the top of my head he was shot with an actual gun yet.
yeah. So like I don't even think he knows he's bulletproof yet. Um, I really like Deathstroke. I mean like I said, more orange, but I liked his costume design. I like that he can move really fast with the armor on. I like the swords. I like how it can do more damage to him, and it makes sense because Kryptonian technology would be able to hurt Superman.
Yeah, that's definitely a point in the category of this is Kryptonian tech or like some
Yeah,
kind of Kryptonian thing because it was able to hurt Superman where normally a regular steel sword would not be able to do that.
yeah. I liked how he was like when the highway got knocked down. That was headed to Bloodhaven, by the way, for those eagle-eyed viewers. Um,
Yeah,
when that got knocked down, he said no, people are getting hurt, and then just fucking socked Deathstroke, and then started
yeah,
fixing the
he just
highway.
knocked him across the street.
Yeah, and then like fix the highway. I wonder if like later in the story that's gonna happen, where he's gonna try to be saving people, and there's gonna be like some kind of like collateral damage, or something that he's gonna try to fix and can't because villains are distracting him, or like later on Deathstroke like actually does take the shot. Like I wonder if that's gonna be a point of contention or something like that. In my like, so okay, so I said um in like our first video, I remember talking about how like all that the government has to do is just kind of sit down and talk to Superman. But I have been kind of
Yeah.
proven wrong by this episode because General Lane was acting as though he was um like he had like a personal history. Um
Yeah, he was definitely treating Superman as a threat, like a military threat. So like something we did get that flashback with a younger General Lane. So I obviously something was is being set up to where like maybe Superman's ship crashed and it killed someone close to him
yeah,
or something in that lane.
or it could have been like
Like
he
he had the way he was acting, he has a personal grudge against Superman. Like so something happened that either Clark forgets or like he doesn't know because like he's slowly getting flashbacks. Like maybe he forgot something, or
Mhm.
like maybe he was just too young at the time.
Yeah.
But something's going on there.
Yeah, no, it's so like it kind of nullifies that point because now there's an actual thing like Superman can't just go up to the government. The government can't just walk up to Superman and be like, "Hey, so like what's the deal?" Cuz like they need to treat him like a threat because they have been attacked by Kryptonian like technology before.
Yeah,
So it's like
and it's like I don't
yeah,
know if they're I don't know if they're setting up like the Suicide Squad with Amanda Waller. Like if it's like an early version of the
they did
Suicide
mention Task
Squad.
Force X, but like there's
Yeah,
no
okay.
rogues gallery that
Yeah.
X
The only one we have is Deathstroke right
well
now
that's
for
and like
like.
Livewire.
Oh yeah, true. Was is Livewire in Suicide Squad like in the
No,
comics?
but they're probably just gonna make her part of it because they're gonna keep it in that
The Superman
continuity.
universe.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah. Well,
like
I mean,
yeah,
Amanda Waller has been like behind the scenes too, so you got to figure like they got to be like a part of it somehow. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
feel like that might be setting something up with them.
yeah. Because so far they have Livewire, and I know they have Intergang because at the end of that episode, Deathstroke was one of the EMTs going in, so he might have scooped them up.
Yeah, they
Like
did bring up. They brought up Intergang in the earlier episode as well.
yeah, and like they have access to the freeze ray they were using too.
Yeah.
So that's gonna kind of be like I could see them making like a Task Force X where it's like all the rogues from the season, and then um like at the end of the show, like he's gonna have to face his entire rogues gallery again.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be kind of
Like it,
cool.
like maybe an upgraded version of it, like all the people he's fought.
Yeah, because now it's pretty obvious that Livewire has like the natural electric powers now. She doesn't need the harness anymore, so
Yeah.
that makes her kind of a good asset. And then Parasite might be a little bit more like the OG Parasite that we know.
Yeah, we've also got Banshee and Heatwave.
Hmm.
Who else? Well, obviously Deathstroke. Am I missing somebody?
Yeah, I think that's it. And like maybe like Ivo can whip up some Amazo robots or something like that. Like
True, true,
yeah,
yeah.
there is a lot of
He's
potential.
he's the older or like he looks more like his older self now after the whole parasite incident
Yeah,
too. So
yeah. No, and like yeah, there's that. I don't think next episode's villain. I don't think the either Gorilla Grodd or Ultra Humanite is gonna be like in a Suicide Squad thing.
yeah, oh
um,
no, probably not.
yeah,
It'll probably be like a one-off
yeah, which is
villain
fine because
fight.
it's gonna be kind of like a reuniting episode. Probably it's probably gonna be like the friends are gonna kind of break up and get back together, and they're gonna. I hope Lois kind of like grows to understand that Clark can't just be like, "Hey, I have powers" to everybody.
Yeah,
Like I think
yeah.
that might be
Their
a thing. Is like that might be like a
relationship's a
theme.
little strained right now, but I think it'll get resolved by the end of the season.
Yeah, I think that might be a theme next episode. Is like the gorilla was like in captivity for a certain amount of time, and like didn't know anybody but wants people to know he can do these things. And then when people find out, they end up freaking out. So he has to like capture people to like be his friends or something. And that could be some kind of like like juxtaposition for Clark. And Lois kind of understands. It's like if Clark just touts that he has powers, he would become a totally different person. He wouldn't be who he is, and he wouldn't be the Superman that like we need.
Yeah, that'd be a
Like that'd be
pretty
kind of cool. I
cool
mean, like that's just my
comparison. Yeah.
prediction. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. Frankly, I'm like in it now. Like I want to watch the show now. I'm actually like
Oh
okay,
yeah,
like oh it's Thursday, new adventures of Superman. Like I'm very into it.
yeah. I'm
Uh,
same boat. I'm looking forward to the next episode. It definitely hooked me.
yeah, no,
I'm
it's
excited. Yeah.
yeah, it definitely hooked me, and like to prove the point of how much I was hooked, I logged in with my dad's Xfinity account so I could watch this live at midnight instead of just like waiting for next day on Max like I typically do, because I wanted to get this like right away. I wanted to watch it and then go on my discussion boards and talk about it and then make this video. So yeah, I'm in it. I really liked last episode. I thought it was a really good addition. I like how Lois did the thing she did in the live action movie with Christopher Reeve when she like jumped out a window to like get
That was a good
Superman.
callback. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good callback to that. Yeah, so like now it's not just speculation. Lois officially knows, and Lois is now like now it's kind of like their relationship has to blossom from there. I kind of
Yeah,
like how
it'll be interesting to see kind of how like she knows so early now in this version, whereas like in other versions she'd know like either after they got married or like like just later on in life. But now it's like they literally just met. Like it's only episode 5. They've known each other for like a week or two at most. So like it's just, but she knows now. So it'll be interesting to see where that goes for sure,
yeah
or like
no
how they develop that. And honestly, it'll probably make them closer, like their relationship. I
yeah
feel.
true. I like how it didn't take a whole season. I like how it's just like it's out there now. It's out in the open. They know each other. So like if this does get renewed for other seasons, they're gonna go into it kind of like with a Clark and Lois vibe.
Yeah,
So I do
it's just
enjoy
not.
that.
Yeah, it's not a dangling plot thread for
Yeah,
other seasons.
it's not like a will they, won't they. Oh, he has to keep a secret. It's like it's gonna make Clark a little bit more comfortable, and it's gonna like now she's gonna have an alibi that can lie for him to get him to like be able to like leave
Yeah,
for
true.
something. He doesn't have to be like, oh my bagel, and then run away.
My bagel.
Yeah, Lois can be like, oh Clark, can you go do that thing I asked you about? Oh yeah, Lois, sorry, private couple stuff, and then he can run away and be Superman, then come back with tampons or something. I don't know, but like he can use kind of like now they kind of know when things are going on, so it's not just him. Like he has someone he can collab with, and they can kind of work together to break those stories. So yeah, no, I really like this episode. I thought it was really good for the plot, and I really want to see where this goes in terms of like the side story of what happened on Zero Day, and just where this whole story is like leading up to.
Yeah, do you think that Zero Day will is like referencing the day that Superman's pod came to Earth?
Yeah,
Or
definitely, because Zero Day and
okay,
like the
that
real
was
life,
kind of the vibe I was getting as well.
yeah, a real life term for Zero Day is like a day when like a bunch of networks are collapsed or something like that. Um,
Okay.
and I think that's what like happened. You know what I mean? Like something
Yeah.
where there was like a bunch of. I think what actually happened was Clark might have been sent like to piggyback on like General Zod's invasion or Brainiac's invasion or something like that, because it like there were robots like sent. And I think what could have happened is like either it was piggybacked on an invasion or Jor-El was like, I'm gonna send a protective envoy because I'm not just gonna throw a baby at a rogue planet. I'm gonna make sure my baby is protected. And they could have, just run into the middle of a cornfield, saw like a couple of military guys with guns and opened fire. I mean, like,
Yeah.
who's to say until we actually see it?
Is now 0 Day. It's split into two parts. Is that 7 and 8 or 8 and 9?
I think it's 8 and 9.
Okay, so it's like it's literally the will be the climax of the
Yeah,
season. So that's probably
yeah,
when we'll find out the flashback stuff and like all the stuff with Jor-El because we haven't really gotten Jor-El since what, episode 2?
yeah. We have not heard him speak English yet. We've only heard him speak Kryptonian.
True, yeah.
Yeah, there is a voice actress on the cast for Kara Zor-El, so we will be seeing Supergirl. So hopefully she kind of like sheds some light on this.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
She could fill him in on some stuff that's going on too.
yeah, that'd be kind of like it'd be cool to kind of have both of them, and then see everybody freak out that it's like, oh no, there's two. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, but
like General Lane and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, but I really like where it's going, and I can't wait to see next week's episode with the monkeys and the
The
Sasquatch camping.
monkeys. Yeah, dude,
Monkeys.
I'm very excited as well. It's been going great so far, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I'm
Minor complaints, but overall, like
yeah,
fantastic. I
and
think.
the minor complaints too, especially for me, are like super super minor, because it's either tropes they have to do in order to do a certain story, or it's just like animation things that I don't like, or like creative differences I don't like. But like if
Yeah,
they're making different creative choices, I'm not gonna fully fault them on it, because I like when new properties take chances, and like this is the first season, so they can like fix the animation. Season 2, they can finally fill in that fucking background and make
yeah.
it.
They'll have the budget next year to just actually finish the buildings and the
Yeah,
that like sweeping shot of the city that we've been seeing every episode.
yeah, but yeah, no, overall really good episode. I can't wait to see where this kind of goes into for next week.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And anybody watching, leave in the comments what you thought about this episode. Do you like it? Do you like where the season's going? Do you not like it? Do you not like where the season's going? Leave us your opinions in the comments. We love like hearing what people have to say, and we'll probably
Yeah,
talk to you.
feel
Yeah,
free to interact with us. Yeah.
yeah. No, like, we're here to kind of just share some opinions and see who agrees and disagrees, and as long as it's respectful, we'll talk to you guys in the comments and figure some stuff out. But anyway, I'm Ganny,
I'm Woody.
and you guys have a great rest of your night.
See you guys later.
Peace.